Hey everybody, it's Ron here with Radiant Technology Solutions, and we're doing an SMB Connect video with Marcia of Lighthouse HR Consulting. How are you today, Marcia?
I'm great. How are you, Ron?
Doing good, doing good. Ready for the weekend.
Awesome. Yes, me too. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So that's a loaded question, and we don't have a lot of time. My name is Marcia, and I am with Lighthouse HR Consulting. This is my own baby, my own company. I've been doing human resources now for over 25 years. Started in Costa Rica, where I grew up, and then moved here like 20 years ago almost. And I have been working with corporate settings in all industries, healthcare, retail. All this time I've been working with, with corporate and just like climbing my way up, just going through the ranks of HR, which if you're ever interested in the human resources field, the people field, there's so many different areas where you can specialize. And so I've done them all. And finally last year, like, you and I were talking a little bit earlier, I actually got terminated for the first time in my life, got terminated from a job where I was an HR consultant and insurance consultant. I'm also an insurance agent for the state of Florida. And I got terminated from my job in January, and I started doing small trainings for companies. And that's basically how Lighthouse HR was born. I was mainly doing trainings, and then COVID came and all these trainings got canceled. All of them, literally within a week. I had 4 trainings that have been set up. They got canceled. And now I'm going to get a little bit into the backstory here. I got an invitation from Lindsay Weber. Lindsay Weber is a good friend of mine. Our kids go to school together. And she owns Keystone Mortgage Solutions. And Lindsay invited me to this meeting that Reagan Wise and Joey Deeb were going to have exactly a year ago yesterday, I believe it was. And I really didn't think there was any, use for me to go to that meeting. I really tried to avoid it. I made up every excuse not to go to the meeting. And actually on the day of the meeting, it was a Wednesday at 7:30 in the morning. Kids were on spring break, so I had really no excuse to not go. I showed up to this meeting, and that is where this whole hub thing started. And it opened my eyes. You have your skill and you have your knowledge in several, in some things. I knew everything about HR. I can do that with my eyes closed, but I knew nothing about business. I knew absolutely nothing about owning a business,
It's a lot.
Yes, it is so much. It's overwhelming. Just because you know how to, do IT, or just because you know how to do HR, just because you know how to paint or remodel or, do drywall does not mean that you can own a business in it. So that to me has been the greatest blessing. I landed in the right place at the right time. And that's how Lighthouse HR was created a year ago.
Yeah, COVID changed so many things for a lot of people, but so for some of us, it pushed us in the direction we needed to go.
It sure did. And so I want to give a shout out to Reagan, actually, because during that meeting, he did say one of the first things that he said was, things are starting to happen. Whatever goes down, whatever you hear on social media, whatever you read on social media, do not feed into the negativity. There is going to be a lot of that. And there's going to be a lot of places where that's all you're going to hear. Do not panic. Do not get yourself in a, in a little cave, in a little shell. You have to keep working your business. You have to keep feeding your family. You have to keep moving forward, and you have to tune out all that negative stuff that is going to come at you from every single direction. I mean, that was probably the thing. There was a lot of things said about marketing and video marketing, and about collaboration. But to me personally, to Marcia, that was the thing that stuck out the most. It was, you are going to hear it, don't engage. Do not engage. Don't become a part of it. There are things that you have to do, and we're going to move forward. Because part of that moving forward was also that collaboration. It's like, what you and I are doing today. So, so one of the radio and technology solutions, and if you talk to Marcia from Lighthouse HR, so I am going to be able to put you in my page, and everybody is going to be able to know about you and what you do and how you interview businesses. And then you are going to do the same with me, and we are going to be able to collaborate in that way. It is so easy when you think about it. Like, why is everybody not doing this? And also putting your face also with, we have the media now, we have the ways to do it. People want to know who you are. And, not all of us are, a lot of us hated the video and hated the camera, and we don't feel very comfortable in front of it. But people want to know also that you're real, and that you are vulnerable, and that, sometimes you don't wear makeup, and it's okay, and that you have a story to tell and something to say, and you want to be relatable. So those things were absolutely amazing. COVID did scare many people, did change many people. In my personal case, I feel it changed me for the better. It just makes you, tough times make you figure things out. You either figure it out, or you're going to, freeze and get paralyzed and, find yourself in the same spot a year from now. And look at this, it's been a year now. We're still here. We figured it out. You figured it out. You did the same thing.
Yeah, it's funny. If you would have asked me 3 years ago, or told me 3 years ago that I was going to have like 60 plus videos on YouTube, I would have said, Marcia, you're insane. I'll never do that.
Right? You're crazy. I don't like video.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about like your HR consulting. You said you're doing trainings, like going and telling people that, they shouldn't wear too much perfume, or they shouldn't cook fish in the office, or that's what I always remember people going to the HR lady at corporate about. So.
Listen, I got a person in yesterday that said, we have a situation. We have a stinker. And when they said that, I'm like, oh my God, what now? What happened? What do we have to figure out? And they're like, no, really, we have a stinker. Like, this person is like really, really bad with BO. How do we handle that? So I do all of it. I want to coach you though. I want to train you on how to handle those situations. I don't want to do it for you like your mom. I want to teach you how to do it and give you the resources on how to do it. So my sweet spot, to me, my special people are my small businesses. So like we were just talking about, I love the person that is a hard worker, that has a great skill, and that wants to build a business with that. At some point though, when you start growing, because you're so good at it, now you're going to have to bring in employees, you're going to have to hire people. And that is where I come in, because you have no idea what to do. You don't know if you should, from paperwork, application, background checks, employee handbooks, policies, job descriptions, things that you are, number one, you're not skilled in, and number two, you're too busy to take care of that, because you're working on your business, you're not working in your business. It's two completely different things. So that is my sweet spot, is the coaching and the building and the developing of the small business owner, so that they can grow healthy, organically, in a strong way also, and bring in people that are going to fit their culture, because every leader is different, and I'm going to help you find out what kind of leader you are and what kind of people you want to have in your team. what kind of people are going to be beneficial for you and you for them. And we're going to build your organization that way by building you. So that's what I do.
Very cool. Yeah, we take the same approach with a lot of the IT stuff for small businesses. You're a small company, 20 employees. You don't need to spend the money on an internal HR department or internal IT department when you can just work with somebody in consulting and save yourself a lot of time, energy, and money.
Exactly. So you come to these small businesses as well that may, like you just said, they may not need to pay a full-time IT manager or IT director in their company, but they still need it. You still need somebody to give you IT support. So you come in, it's very convenient. You maybe charge a monthly fee, or maybe you charge a la carte whenever you're needed, and you take care of their needs. That's exactly what I do. So, some companies want me there every month, and we have a contract, and I go to their office. That's why my car is my office. Every time I do a video, it's from my car. And I say in my videos, this is my car office, because I travel and I go to my clients. And some other clients don't need me, and they don't want me there, that much. They just want me to do little different projects for them, and that's what I do. And also something important that I want to tell you, Ron, is when I do my monthly plans, I want to be able to be there for maybe 8 months to a year. And I want to be able to hear from the business owner at some point that they say, Marcia, you know what? I think we got it all. Like, we have the base, the structure, the foundation of what we need. And I feel like I'm confident enough to be able to take it from here on my own. And then I'll just call you when I need you. That is what I ultimately want to hear, so that, number one, you can move on as a leader, as a manager, as a business owner. Now you have the tools and the resources. And number two, so that I can move on to another small business, because I can't take many at the same time. I have a cap. So because I want to be able to give everybody the attention that they need. So it works great. I really like it.
Awesome. Well, where's the best place that businesses can find and reach you?
So again, I'm a brand new business, so I have a strong Facebook presence. I didn't know I was building a business, but I started about 5 years ago with different posts on leadership and on mindset. So I've been doing that organically for 5 years. And you can find me on Facebook on Lighthouse HR. You can also find me on LinkedIn, Marcia Cosera, and I pretty much post the same stuff in there. I do have a Google page. You can find me there, which is pretty new. I'm getting better at it. And I am working right now on finishing my website, which is going to be up. It's going to be up soon. But right now, probably the best place would be definitely Facebook.
Awesome. Well, if anybody can't find you for any reason, they can always reach out to me and I'll point them in your direction.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Well, I sure appreciate you joining me today.
Thank you so much for giving me the space. I really appreciate it. I also learned a lot from you. So this is great.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Ron.